you are in the world this morning, but great morning. Good
Great
afternoon.
morning. I'm in Atlanta. Where you at?
Good evening. I'm in Baton Rouge today.
Mm,
I was,
Baton Rouge.
yeah, I'm from New Orleans, but we're in Baton Rouge today.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Won't waste no time on your time this morning. So let me get this right. Let me get this right. Check it out, y'all. I don't know where you have been under a rock. I don't know where you've been. You've been busy life. Let me explain to you who we have here today. She's bringing laughing into the world since 2009. She specializes in entertainment, coaching, mentoring, motivational speaking. She has rocked the Funny by Nature comedy tour. She knows plenty about motherhood, marriage, entrepreneurship, and she also has had the blessing, the big blessing, to share the stage with legends as Dick Gregory, Mike Epps, Ricky Smalley, Cat Williams. You are here with the beyond legendary comedian, Miss Kelly Kellz. Get some noise.
Yep.
Get some noise. Get some noise. Yeah, yeah,
Yes. You
yeah.
got that fire. Okay.
Yeah, you got that fire, and guess what?
Yeah.
We got that fire, and we on
Yeah.
fire this morning to talk about you.
Wow. Let's do it.
So, man, tell me this here. Where has it started? You know what I'm saying? For a young woman just to wake up and say, you know what? I'm about to make the world laugh.
I know. That's wild, ain't it?
It's,
Especially when girls are like loud and funny. Some people like they kind of want to take a step back, like, she too goofy. But I've always been this way, and it's always attracted people to me. It's always de-escalated situations, even from a child, just to kind of like move the energy around. Didn't even know that's what I was doing now until obviously I'm an adult. I'm like, dog, I've been had that calling on me early. So my entire family funny, right? They play too much. Not even funny. They really play too much. They joke. So I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So we say rib when we
nah,
talking about people. In
right.
Baton Rouge and New Orleans, what y'all say? Rank, roast, what y'all
Nah,
say?
nah. You want red? Or you want red? Or you want to play the dozen?
Oh, you want to rib, you want to play the dozens, you want to Jones,
Right.
whatever it is.
Right.
So my family, we heavy on ribbing. You get what I'm saying? Like at your best moment in life, your family gonna come through with a rib, like, oh, you thought it was sweet.
Okay.
So so I've always had that type of
All right.
energy, man. And then, hey, I go to college. I go to Central State University in Wilberforce, Ohio. I host all the events,
Okay.
and I have a more comedic relief, not even knowing what I'm tapping into. You feel me?
Right.
Just being myself, not knowing that this is a whole lane of things to do because I'm going for communications,
Okay.
right? In
Okay.
my mind, I'm just gonna be on the radio. This is a radio voice. What's up?
I
Good
know
morning.
that's
It's your girl
right.
Kelly
Come
Kellz.
on. Come on.
Yeah. So here I am, um, just doing what I do best and graduate. I go into teaching, and one day my beautician like, "Hey, I do comedy now." I'm like, "You do what?" She like, "I do comedy." So I'm like, "Wait, if you do comedy, I'm for sure funnier than you." I guess I'm gonna start doing it too.
Right. Right.
Yeah, and I started doing comedy in a little
Look,
spot called Savoy. Well, I'm sorry.
and you got the fatigues on. You a soldier?
You already knew what I'm very intentional, y'all.
Hey, and you. So I see the fatigue. Play
Yeah,
with
I said
you.
I'm
Play
about to
with you.
kill
Play
him.
with you. Play with you. You hear
Bro,
me?
I'm not gonna play with you. I'm gonna kill him. I had like 3 sets of fatigue out. I said, let me give him sheer.
Come on. Come
I'm
on.
gonna give him sheer. Look, made my dog bark because I'm the fire girl. Okay. So
My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. Please continue, but I had to make that observation right quick.
yeah, no, I'm glad you did. I love when my little small gestures are always noticed. So
Nailed it.
yeah, nailed it. Duly noted.
Really,
Um I'm sorry, my dog over here like she want to get in the interview. Girl, it's not about you.
give her
All
five.
right. My dog is over here bothering me. It's so crazy. Let me not be distracted. All
Okay.
right, so I yeah, I decide to actually do the comedy at a small spot called Savoy's, right? A
Okay.
little hood bar
Okay.
that it's almost like our hood cheers. Everybody know your name. But they was
Okay.
having a Mother's Day comedy show. It was small, it was intimate. Let's say about 40 to 60 people could actually fit sitting down. And it was just great. I got a standing no, and I never looked back. It was a
Wow.
promoter in the audience. He paid me for a show in Chicago, and I've been getting paid for my gift ever since that day.
Awesome. That is
Yeah,
awesome. That is awesome. Tell me this
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Are you, before you got on that stage, that standing ovation, right?
Yeah.
Do a person start off writing comedy, or do you freestyle it, or how does
I
that
wrote. And when I say I wrote it out word for word, like, hey, my husband, baby mama
All right.
is ugly.
Okay. For real, for real.
No wonder he loves me the way he do.
Okay, okay. Picture this here because I've seen, certain approaches to get some of the aesthetics of some versions of comedians, right?
Yeah.
But you seem like a type of person like, okay, that's dope that you're writing, but you seem like a type of person off the cuff, top of the head is going down.
Oh no, it's good. That's really who I am.
Right. Okay.
Off the cuff, top of the head is going down. Even though I have a set that I know is strong, that I love, and things like that. I'm smart, right? And I'm witty, and I
So,
can observe a room, and I can read the room, right? And energy is real, so I just like, oh, y'all want this, y'all want that. So yeah, I do. Now at this point, I've been doing comedy 14 years. Man, I can work any room. I tell everybody I can do college, corporate, Christian, or children. Put me in any of those areas. Those are all the areas of life I'm going to flourish.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's
Clubs, college, Christian children, man, I'm popping. You can
right.
put me in any of them places. I mean, that mother like, bow, bow, I'm cheating on it. Or I'm praise dancing, or I'm professional, or I'm engaging. Whatever you need, I'm gonna do it. Yeah. And I have enough material where I can pull from it in situations because I had life experiences, right? That's what's important. A
Right.
lot of times we wonder why we go through the stuff we go through. It's so that you can pull from it when you need it. And so, yeah.
That's real talk. See, and I'm gonna tell you also something else I can see that you are exceeding in is marketing because a person has to know their audience.
Yeah.
Feel me? And you already saying like I can cover the spread. Trust me, don't trip. You feel me? Like and
Don't
take
trip.
marketing. I notice a lot of people like you basically a one lady business, a one man business. Forgive me, you know what I'm saying? Like because you gotta know. You know what I mean? And that's believe it or not, that's like MCing sometimes. If you're really a true MC has to be able to engage in whatever is in the room. If that's what the task is, you feel me?
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
makes you top of your
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah.
you feel me? So, yeah, that's dope, man. So comedy for 14 years.
hmm
Have you ever been a
full time nine though.
full-time nine? That's hey,
Mm.
it take 5 years to know really what you're doing.
Yeah.
You done it nine successfully. You gotta clap for him. Clap for him. You heard me? Yeah, yeah. Has it ever been a room you walked in and said, "Oh shit"?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's so funny, dude, because I start I started doing comedy in Milwaukee, and we already know Milwaukee. Milwaukee is
Oh,
predominantly
oh,
black.
1 4.
Big 414.
Oh, one
Um,
four.
it's predominantly black, but everything else around it is predominantly white, right?
Okay.
And so I won my first like couple of competitions in Racine, Wisconsin, all white Irish pubs.
Right. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Bruh, but I walked in like, what am I doing here? I'm new to comedy.
For
Of
sure.
course, I'm like, what am I doing here? And me just being myself, just not even know that I was shooting my shot. Honestly, I feel like at this stage in my life, I put way more pressure on myself than I did then because I was just figuring it out. Now I feel like I got it figured out. I feel like everything's so strategic. But back then I was just figuring it out and flowing, and it was just seamlessly happening for me right before my eyes. And I'm like, that's when I knew. And my husband told me all the time, like, you're not a black comedian. You're not a woman comedian. You are a universal comedian. The world is going to love you. Don't worry about trying to cater to one group. And I don't cater to nobody but myself. I be me, and then I bring them into my world. And then that's just what it is. I just don't know with different crowds, you have to use different verbiage, right? You have
True.
to slow down for certain groups
True.
versus with black people, you hit them with a blah, 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 it's a chopper, braka, right? They want that rapid fire.
Right. Right.
We need more life. Booyaka,
Booyaka,
booyaka.
booyaka, booyaka. Right. 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 You know back what it is.
Yeah, but in other rooms, they want to hear the joke and they want to laugh.
Right.
And then they're quiet again. So I'm like, but I said all that to say, yeah, I did. I did get intimidated. And some days, the devil try to creep in and have you thinking that you intimidated when you walk into any room,
Real
because
talk.
that's what fear is. But you like, what, girl?
Real talk.
You know what I mean?
Real talk. So guess what? Two things.
Yeah.
Fear, false evidence appearing real.
Yep. Let me
Second,
write that down let me write that down like we in the church. What you
write that
say?
down, boss. We got
Yeah,
time. We
we
got
got
time.
time.
Take your time.
Yeah, that's the word.
Fear, false evidence
Mm-hmm.
appearing real. Blue.
Yep. DJ Clue Bomb
Hey,
appearing. Real.
hey. Secondly, shout out to the husbands supporting, being that supporting cast for their wives, man. Shout
Ooh.
out. You hear me?
But I say I got that one. He manages me, and we came from the mud. We from 22nd and Center 53206. Well, he from 26, and I'm from 22nd, and we literally didn't know what we were doing. I was a school teacher. He was a welder. He was
Nah,
like, "You're funny." He just knew I was funny. I just knew I was funny, and that man would get on the phone. I don't give a damn if I don't care if y'all was having a concert. He'll call y'all like, "Hey, we got Kelly Kellz here."
so
You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't even have nothing to do with it. He just would call around the Midwest and he literally would get me on shows and we would drive in our 98 Dodge Intrepid, hit the
look,
highway. He'll drive, I have my feet up, I'll sleep, we'll go and we'll do those shows. And that's how I got my start. Nobody gave me nothing. I come from Milwaukee. I'm not in one of those big cities where they're looking for talent, right? So I would go to Chicago to Jokes and Notes. Shout out to Mary Lindsay at those clubs. And then, they'll introduce me to certain arenas and things like that. But I didn't have it at my fingertips. So I had to go get it. And
right,
that man was like, what are we doing? He the
right,
reason why we moved to New York. He the reason why we moved to Atlanta. He like, what are we doing? This
right,
okay, you a good teacher, but yeah, you want to do this full time? If you do it full time, I got you. And he ain't never took the gas off, even when I ain't had me. Even when I just was like, man, please. He like, what? What? I'm like, okay,
right.
okay, Ike. He the Ike without hitting you. Like, after I had my baby, after I had my daughter, I'm in a hospital and I end up with a C-section. He on the phone like, hey, you think in 2 weeks you'll be able to go to Chicago do a show?
Ah!
450. I'm like, I can't even, I can't even
Woman is
move.
still healing in the hospital. Hey,
I'm
hey,
healing.
hey, give out ibuprofen, man. We got some days
Hey,
going.
bro. You remember I lifted Tina up and took her out the hospital? Yeah.
Right.
I
Hey,
was
I
too heavy to lift.
just
Let
out
me say
back.
that.
Yeah, that's hard. I love that. You heard me? You have a Hubbinger.
Yep. I
That's
have a
what's up.
Hubbinger.
Yeah, that's what's up. I got a wife with you. I can relate. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's a fire. I love that for us.
Ain't no there isn't no type of a different type, it's a different type of support in that foxhole. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And,
Hmm.
and that's dope, man. That's so awesome for you. Feel me? So,
Yeah.
how many children do you have? One, two, three. How many children? You have?
We have four altogether.
Nice, nice.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. It's a split. Two boys, two girls, three
Two
boys.
boys and two girls. Yeah.
Oh, dope. Come on,
And
man.
they easy breezy. I mean, my husband is very mild mannered.
Sure.
You obviously one would imagine I would have a mild, cool husband.
Balance.
How energetic and all over the place I am.
Right, balance.
Yeah, so my husband is cool, chill, and mild manner, and his the kids are too. Except the girls act like me,
They look like mama.
act like me too. When I say they funny,
Okay.
some of the stuff they say to me, I'm like, what are y'all talking about? And I can't even combat it with nothing. I'm really lost for words with them. I'm not lost for words with no other people, but these
Like
girls, I'm like,
that's me.
that was good. You know what
Right.
I mean?
That's dope. Tell me this here. So I gotta make sure I gotta get on the gram and where else y'all are constantly dominating because I feel like I have messed out. That's what's so cool. That's what's so cool about me getting an opportunity and you guys, some people like awesome like yourself to make time. I get a chance to tap in to like, spaces I haven't had the opportunity to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
very hard to impress adults when you have been in the business, you know what I'm saying? This is in any genre of business, right? But
hmm,
to be impressed is a feel good something.
yeah.
And is a feel good something. Tell me this here, are you dabbling with anything in the film area outside of
Am I dabbling?
talk?
That's where God gonna dominate me.
Come
You
on,
hear me?
come on.
That's because I understand that this comedy thing is a vehicle for everything that I want to do.
For sure, for sure.
Right? It's just taking me to rooms and situations, scenarios. There, bruh, there's nothing that I can't do. You put me in a situation, I'm going to flourish.
It's
I'm not saying I'm going to be the best right away, but it's going to be better than most
for sure.
right away.
Sure.
Acting always been my thing though. I've been an actress since I was a kid. My mother always had me in all type of productions where I can act. And so right now I'm currently filming with Ti, The Apartments 2. I just wrapped on my own production
Nice.
called Toxic Friends. It
Okay.
will be we're having a premiere in, oh, maybe you should pull up on me. A premiere October 29th-ish around, or Halloween.
Okay.
My birthday, October 29th. Shout out to the Scorpios.
Okay. Well, post
um,
on y'all, man.
yeah, I'm putting you on. I'm definitely, I would love to invite you and have you there. I have movies on Tubi that has done extremely well. Botched, Hole in the Wall, Role Play, Disconnection Notice, All About a Check.
For sure.
So it's so crazy because I asked for that. Dude, I'm really living the dream that I asked God for as a little girl.
For sure.
It blows my mind every time I say it because I don't have a big agent. I don't.
You
And
see,
I don't have an agent, not even a big agent. I don't have an agent. God is my agent.
very,
God did. And I mean it
very,
wholeheartedly, not
very
playing
well.
with him. Like God is my agent. He literally just guide me. And I know some people kind of like feeling frustrated in my process, which is weird.
Mhm.
Like, won't you get an agent? Why you ain't got no agent? Why you ain't got this? I'm like, timing is everything because I've tried. I've done those things to like reach out to agencies or whatever, and it just don't happen. But I've never went without. And every time I look up and I look at my taxes, I made more and more this year. And every time I look at my family, we're blessed. And every time I look around, I'm like, I'm elevating it and I have something else to add to my plate. So I understand when an agent do come,
Right,
they don't have much to do but to go put me in the places. You
right.
understand what I'm saying? I already done the heavy lifting. So yeah, I love acting. I love a lot of times when I am called to do roles and things like that. They like, do you wait?
I know that's right. Ain't there something you so good at you to when people want to call you to act as you in something? You feel me? Call
That's,
it what it is.
you hear me? They
Call
like, don't, we don't need you as this character. You're the character
We
that
need
we want you to.
we need some of you or what you do,
Yeah,
something what you've been curating for all of this. We need some of that over here to make this
yeah,
work.
yeah.
And look, I was
And
gonna
all I have to do is the work, right? Read the script, become familiar with the
yeah,
script, and then make it my own.
for sure.
Easy.
For sure. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like it's just crazy. You know what? You said two things that really kind of like just took me, man. Like I'm wondering, do you have to start as young as a child to get where you are now? Like you have to mean it and want it that bad to see it that far. To see it from that far to really be that. Because I like you said something I could relate. It's like signing my autograph in fourth grade just to my practicing. Like what? Who the hell I thought I was at
Yeah,
fourth grade to be signing an autograph?
yeah. That's fire.
Um,
That's fire.
I feel like I'm running across somebody that is actually saying that out loud. I don't hear people say that out loud. I've known since a kid. Eddie Murphy knew since a kid. You know what I'm saying? Certain people knew since a kid, like, yo, like, no, whatever this is, I'm doing this and I'm doing it now. And when I figure it out, trust me, it's just gonna be maximized and um executed on a whole nother level by the time I get to adulthood.
That's it. That's it. And I think it's just about being in the know of gratitude, being in the know of what manifestation is, and being true to that because it was times where I was like complaining, right? I think we all guilty of that, complaining. Why this? Why I'm not doing that? Why I'm not doing that? And I had to take that complaining hat off and put the gratitude hat on, and that's instantly what God was like, I'm giving you what you asked for. You didn't know how it was gonna come. I'm sure you didn't look at it like this way, and here and it's here, and now it's seamless. Everything. I'm telling you, we all want more. Everybody wants more. We shouldn't penalize ourselves for wanting more. But you don't beat yourself up for where you at. You celebrate all accomplishments. I celebrating every W, and I'm not calling it like a little W. This is a W. It's another one. 2.5 weeks ago, I received my honorary doctorate. I received 2 honorary doctorate degrees.
Come on, man.
Like,
Play
come
with
on,
who?
man.
Play with
Two
who?
of them.
Play with
Man,
who?
listen. to honorary doctor's degrees. You mean to tell me people saying, we seeing the work you doing, we seeing the grind, we see your hustle and bustle, we see you being fearless, we seeing you being bold. We're gonna give you a doctorate in the philosophy of communication, the way you communicate. That ain't talking about comedy, they ain't talking about entertaining, they talking about I'm a communicator, I'm an effective communicator, right? Thank you, God. And then a philosophy in humanitarianism, like doctors in humanitarianism, like, bruh, like who wouldn't want that? I've been doing that my whole life. Christmas, my grandma and my grandpa had me at the U.S. Cellular Arena in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, feeding not the homeless, just families that decided to eat downtown together. We took our Christmases and we do things like that. And my mom is willing to go to jail in Las Vegas for feeding the homeless. You understand what I'm saying? I come from that family. I'm a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, where we believe in sisterhood, scholarship, and service. Like, I mean, my husband GD is wild. I'm just playing, but we good. We just all connected.
Shout out to Brooklyn Development. We want you to keep fighting a good fight. You hear me?
Yeah, yes.
That's real. You hear me? Man, like I was gonna say that a little while ago. Man, this woman has to be in more movies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because um, I feel like I've seen this before when I saw that next for the rest of the world to catch up person.
Yeah.
Like my eyes, I see that a lot. I see that a lot. I've been blessed to be in a lot of rooms for more than 25 years in the entertainment industry, you know what I'm saying? And I have not been wrong.
Yeah.
So I have not been wrong. I've always been able to witness, to call it what it is, because I can identify something. You know what I'm saying? You do something so naturally. I got to catch up on a few of those movies because a lot of my family and friends definitely had tapped in, and I just missed a couple of them. You feel me? Like, but now I got something even more so to look forward to. You know? Like, and I can't wait to see this Toxic Friend. That's gonna be the
That's gonna be good because that's me. That's us betting on ourselves. Me and my homeboy Sonny Brasco, like, and my husband. We had this concept and we built a team. Shout out to Casso, shout out to Stephanie, shout out to Lily, shout out to everyone who was a part of it, who just really said we are betting on ourselves.
Sure.
We don't have to wait on Superman. We don't have to wait on anybody to say you're worthy enough for a movie when you can make a movie from an iPhone. You stupid. You're stupid if you're sitting here waiting for somebody to give you an opportunity when you are the opportunity. I'm the plug.
Hey, bro, listen.
I'm the plug.
It's this to like people. I would like, fam. I say, what you want tomorrow? Unfortunately, you didn't start yesterday, but you can start today.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, what's so bad about it is you gotta cross over that wall of fear, false evidence, appearing real. It's the big doubt in your mind because we'll think we want all green lights, you know what I'm saying? But the best lesson in life is life. So as you comfortable enough by knowing why you're going through it, what could come from it, and you can every wake up like, okay, what you got for me today? How you about to come at me today? You feel me? I got you. Feel me? I know you won't. You gonna give me some green lights. You gonna give me some yes. You feel me? And I'm gonna be like, for sure. But the days you give me the nose, I'm gonna have to process is that you didn't want that for me at that moment. I didn't need to be there. I need to.
Don't make me cry.
I'm just keeping it like, and I could tell, like I don't want to live on your leg like that. I'm just a man. I've been in so many rooms. I've been all over this world, like you feel me, for a very, very long time. And you mentioned the things that most people do not get to achieve or obtain that start within your immediate village. Like that's what people don't have to keep them safe in that space where they're going next.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's to make them unravel when they get there. But you got what all you need now. Like you feel me? Like I know about it because I walk in these rooms and I see these billionaires. I see all these people and they be looking at me and they be like, "Proud of you, dog." You heard me? I be like, and I know what they're talking about. They're talking about you ain't even caught up in this nastiness. You ain't even caught up in this nastiness. You ain't even got to worry about it. You protected and loved. You immediately held on like this here, you heard me, and bonded up so tight. You're not gonna get lost when you touch. You heard me? And I know about it. I've been in so many wrongs. You feel me? When it was like either you're gonna do this or do that, but you so protected so much that you be like, I'm good.
I'm good.
I'll wait. I catch the next
I'll
one.
wait.
I
I'm
catch
good.
I catch the next one. You feel me?
Yeah, it ain't worth my soul. I'm good.
And I can identify that because the certain things that you name, I'm telling you, man, I just was at some spaces and I'm looking at people and I'm telling my wife, I said, you don't even know why they're looking like they're looking like. You feel? Maybe you do. Maybe you do. But I can tell when this person sees me and I know that's what's going on. You have been through trial, testimony, and you have a lot to tell, but at the same time, you acknowledging the real superpowers that make you who you are by not abandoning the mere things that are right there in front of you you've been blessed with.
It
Those
took me it took me a while to get here.
real talk. Real talk.
Because fear, and it's so weird because I know better. I'm raised in the church, right? Born and raised in the church.
Right.
I know fear and faith, they live on the same street.
Right.
Right. You can either go left to the fear or you can go right to the faith. It's just literally that simple. And fear had me feeling like, yeah, I know you're this, I know you're bigger than life, I know you're that, I know you're a natural born superstar. I know that. They didn't have to make you, there ain't no class they could teach you. You woke up like this, literally. But me not getting certain opportunities that I wanted, right? Is that fair? Made the fear kick in, like maybe you're not. I mean, it wasn't, but you said it, and I know it's so profound. God knows it's his yes. It's a yes too. His closed doors, his no's, his denied access was sparing you
Come on.
because yes, that was good.
Come on.
But what was on the other side of it was meant to kill you. What was on the other side was meant to demise your husband. It was
Oh,
meant to demean your children. It was
tell
gonna
your
take
part.
you out.
Tell your
Yeah.
part. Tell your part. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I appreciate you expressing yourself. I know decompression tears when I see them. You heard me? Everybody don't know what you've been through. Everybody knows the difficult decisions that had to be made. And see, we were raised sometimes in a space where we'll think, why not me? Instead of thinking, you didn't want me there.
Yeah.
Take me. It's a difference.
Who who would have think I'd be on here crying? I'm about to snap.
You decompress. It's a difference. Hells, it's a difference. You
It's
decompress.
safe. It's safe. You're right. It's safe.
You decompressing, sis. You
Yeah.
decompressing, baby. And guess what? I'm grateful to be here, to be a vessel, to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, and trust me, I shared them same tears with you. That's why my connection with people through music, I'll be in flat out, snotty nose, face, been crying for 2 days before I record a song. And had to get it out because I needed to decompress. And then you transfer that energy. See, it's a difference when you're on stage. See, you sharing personal spaces of growth, personal spaces of intimacy of your life that made you a one-on-one.
Yeah.
People don't get that. You got to go through life to get life. I appreciate you. And it was
But much is given, much is required, right?
right.
And if this was easy, everybody would be doing it.
That's what I'm
That's
trying
the
to tell
first.
you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And see, your husband had the audacity to let God out his mouth every time you doubted it.
Yeah.
He could have
Yeah.
not, God, he could have not let God be a voice. He could have been in the flesh and been weak and been like, man, I ain't telling her that. I want her home.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like for a woman, I think it's incredible. I think it's incredible. Through comedy,
Thank you.
something so unique. You heard me? As much as how America tends to look at my sisters, it's so unique, so courageous to do what you do.
And guess what? And so and the beautiful thing that I take pride in is that I am a wife. I've been married 12 years. I've been with my husband 14. Um my verbiage and my experiences are totally different. Okay. I'm coming at you as a happy Black wife. Like, we're good. So I'm uplifting. Like, I'm not, comedy is going so many different angles and it's all subjective. That's, music, subjective, genres is subjective. But me, I'm gonna fill you back up. I'm gonna crack jokes, but you gonna know I love my husband. You gonna know I love being who I am, and you should feel that too. And that's the thing. I'm so proud of the process because we can. It's predictable. Certain things is predictable, but I take pride that. And when you come to my set, you're not gonna hear the same predictable things because I have a different story. You know what I'm saying? I got a story that is less traveled in this entertainment world by having a strong man. I got a man, locks, gold teeth. You hear me? Stand tall, meek and quiet. Them the killers, y'all.
Come on, little man.
Don't talk much.
Come on,
You
little
hear
man.
me? You hear me? They swear he a Florida boy. We like, nah, we from Milwaukee.
Oh, that's hard. That lets you know that brother real. I mean, look, you compare it to Florida, I know exactly what you're talking about. You
Yeah.
know? Shout out to Mr. Kelly Kellz. You heard me? You feel me? From supporting this, being that bond to make that happen, Playboy. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love
So
it.
yeah, it's my mission. That's why I say I tell everybody this is bigger than me. I can get a standing no. I can get a standing no every time I leave off the stage. I know that.
Right.
I've done it. I know how to pull, right? I know how to manipulate the crowd to play on their emotions. This is a standing O. I'm building it up, and I get them to there, and then I bring them back down with like, listen, this is what we doing. We're operating on faith. I'm only here as a vessel to let y'all know I did it, and I come from nothing. That you can do it. Somebody needs to hear it, and to me, that's the standing O. Now that I got y'all in all directions on me. All attention is on me. Now let me tell you how you need to go be great. Now let me go tell you how if I could do it without a father, without this, with that, you can do it with what you got. There's no excuses. And I'm like, I feel fulfilled saying that. I'm like, dang, that's good. Because at one point my team was like, the standing O, the standing O. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I know when to get it. But new mission, shift. It's a shift. It's a shift in the atmosphere.
A shift in atmosphere. I wanted to tell you that as well. Tell me this: to feel accomplished in areas like marriage, motherhood, entrepreneurship, do or did you have to do therapy to know the better version of yourself to be good in those spaces?
It's so crazy because I literally told my husband about 3 or 4 weeks ago, like I may need some therapy to decompress, um, to just let go or whatever. I was like, and not you. You ain't got to go if you don't want to. This I'm talking to him like you ain't got to go if you don't want to. I said I would like us to go together so you can get the message that it's getting from me or whatever. But I don't. I don't. Maybe I'm using comedy as a mechanism to release. You
Bingo.
know. I get on stage. I'm a traveling comedian. I'm on the road a lot, so I get a chance to have a little solitude. Um, on the planes, I cry a lot on the planes. Right, I decompress on the planes. I'm letting it all out because I just left a venue, a venture, a space. Now I'm about to go to another one. It's like, all right, God, I'm grateful. I'm this, I'm that. Lord, touch my family. Lord, let my daughters, let my children know that I'm doing this for them. I'm not a typical mother. I'm not a typical wife. I'm not the traditional, right? Or what people think. So,
You're writing
Lord,
it.
those are the thoughts.
You're rewriting it. You rewrite.
Yeah.
See, sometimes
Yeah.
the first of something in another era and generation is hard
Mm-hmm.
because we feel like we taking something from them behind this bigger hunt that we are involved in.
Okay.
So I know that you got to stop punishing yourself for going out there for the babies. All right, stop punishing yourself.
I
It's okay.
start telling myself I'm a firefighter. They be gone 4 days and then they back home for 3.
You
I'm
on,
a firefighter.
you on call. I share this. I share this with you so much. I share I share this with you so much. Like I share this with you. I'm not gonna make this about me, but I share this with you
No,
enough
that's okay. Give it to me.
I leave the country, I feel like I'm bothered, you know what I mean? Like I have to on myself, I want to be there for everything, right? So I gotta be so hard on myself and don't want to be that person that don't want to just make up for it financially. So I had to stop that. I was in a meeting, I was signing the Rough Riders, right? This was right after.
Mhm.
And I was sitting in a meeting with hard stone bone people that everybody probably 5 years somewhere. You know what I'm saying? All these
Mhm.
businessmen sitting down, we're at this round table, we talking. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do this with your album. I'm like, yeah, give me your ID. We're gonna set the flights up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no doubt, man. My brother right here, we talking. I reach in my wallet and see my 4-month-old daughter and broke me.
Lost it.
Broke me.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
I'm talking about. And I just do not be, I'm unapologetic about getting my decompression. I
Yeah.
need, not ashamed of it. I need it because it makes me be able to go out in the world and be my best, highest version of me.
Because if we don't, we will explode.
I'm trying
Right?
to tell
We
you.
because that's the love in us. Like we're decompressing to be better, not decompressing because we have anxiety, crazy, and all that. You like, no, if I don't get this off me, I'm not going to be the best version of me. Like
We
I
both,
need to get this off me, to shake this off me, to get me back in the line. Like, girl, please. That's fire that you said that, like you in a meeting, right? Yeah,
both
hey, we got 35 days for you. This is the numbers. They slide you the numbers. You like, yeah, all that's good. And you see a 4 month old, you see your baby, you see the thing that really your why.
broke me.
Man,
Listen,
please.
that evening, we got to get you on a flight back home just for a day, bro.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I've been gone for 4 months.
You hear me?
You heard me? For four
And the
months.
longest I've been gone for like 14, 13, 14 days. I was like, you saying 4 months. So thank you. Thank you for sharing this story with me.
Hey, I say this to you because we'll build a case in our head of what we think we're not doing.
Ooh.
And that's so not fair when you know your intentions.
Mm-hmm.
I know what it's like to be home and to give this unconditional love. And nothing is tainted when you step away to go do your job. It's okay. And when you
They
come,
actually rooting for us.
they rooting, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Still be that person. It's so hard because it's different hats. I don't care if it's a blink of something different else you give them on stage, but when you get home, and nothing like seeing that driveway. You know what I'm saying? So
You better talk about it. You be in the Uber, they hit the corner, you be like, God, I'm so glad my house still here.
look, I'm in my driveway, walking, and still smell like I left it. You know what I'm saying? Like I
You
just
hear me?
hug a few people, just hug a few people, just decompress. And see, decompression could be happy, sad, uh, co- um, it could be depression, it could be
Mm-hmm.
being misunderstood. There's so many different things, and it's healthy. See, I asked you that because I thought at one time I needed therapy, but the spirit told me at that particular time, like, you're responsible for healing yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm.
I went to listening. I went to listening to my internal and expressing that. You feel me? I went to tell her, I
Yeah.
told my wife, I said, look, we get married, you still gotta be my girlfriend. I'm gonna be your boy,
Yeah, for sure.
right? I said, so even when communicating, I'll say, hold on, there's too much pressure on the marriage. Can I just talk to my friend right now? I
Yeah.
talk to my friend.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we are blessed enough to be like, we gotta hear ourselves, especially when it's from an unconditional love place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hard enough
Yeah.
on the trips. You can't be so hard if you're gone a while. That's what FaceTime for. Let me look at your little crazy self right quick. I'm gonna get back to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get back to it. You hear me?
Right.
So,
And you know, half of the time you call, let's be very clear. We sitting here created this whole narrative in our head, like they at home boo-hooing and not living. These people, our
they're
family
fine.
is here happy,
They're
thriving.
fine.
They
They're
miss
fine.
us,
They're
but
fine.
they're living. Okay. I FaceTime my daughter. She be in the midst of something. Now she gonna keep the FaceTime on, but I ain't getting none of her attention. Okay, I
She's,
know she's scrolling, doing whatever. I see her.
she's
She's not
fine.
looking up at the FaceTime, but and I'm like, you know what? Long as she know that I'm actively here, I'm here. Long as she not actively, always active. Long as she knows I'm here, right? And those calls, them small calls or whatever, those just to keep everybody know that like I just need to see your face. You're good. I have a husband that take care of the house. Like we're good. I tell him all the time he's a single parent. Everybody crack up laughing. I'm like, dog, I'm really a baby daddy. I really pop up every now and then with gifts like
Hustling,
hey.
hustling, hustling. Keep it focused.
Hustling.
Yeah,
Um,
keep this
but
focus.
he do it. I got him, my husband, a cheer dad, right? So my daughter in competition cheer, my daughter, my niece in competition cheer. I got him a shirt that say Savannah's dad and Kelly's husband. Cause I don't want none of you tramps to think he ain't married. Okay,
Yeah,
he ain't no widow.
just
He
to be
ain't no
clear.
widow.
Just to be
I'm
clear.
on the road, baby. That
Just
man
to be clear.
married.
Just to be clear. Just to be clear.
Just to be clear, I know that man look good taking care of his daughter. Because for some reason, men just look better when they raising their family.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is. The picture of that that's marketed to America.
Mm,
So we don't have Bill Cosby on TV no more.
yeah, yeah.
We don't have Damon Wayans and Tisha Campbell on TV no more.
You're right. You're
Okay?
right.
And the Cosbys of our era is one of the most impressionable somethings that we thought like, oh my God, this exists. You hear me? And
Is that a problem? Why don't we have those things? Why don't we recreate the those type of scenarios? We have everything else that's kind of demeaning to try to make it seem like a black woman is always by herself and all that. We always have those movies. We always have those narratives pushed. Why haven't we? Maybe this is a discussion that we can have a meeting of the minds, you and I, later on. But why haven't we
hey,
created? Why haven't we created
we
a
will.
spin off of that? We spin off of everything else. They not just did another Beetlejuice 30 years later.
We will.
You mean to tell me we can't find another black successful man in real estate who has a dope wife that's a nurse? Right. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to give
I'm saying we will.
hold on. That's going too far. How about we find a black man who's a welder or IT? I mean, and a black woman who owns a beauty salon. And cause
Or
she popping.
the wife's a successful comedian. A
The
comedian.
wife's a successful comedian.
A
That's
successful
that's what we
comedian.
gonna work on. We gonna do it. We gonna do it. We're gonna do that because and in the family good, the kids involved in activity. That's the problem. That's the real problem. The kids run this house because we ain't got no time to ourselves because we being so active in their life.
Listen, we're gonna do it. I've already been talking to my wife about this. I told her, I said this version need to be out there. And I'm gonna say, of course, we got to do it with less announcements, more actions. You know what I'm saying? To
Ooh.
be really, really make it go. You heard me? Because
Because
everybody
sometimes you gotta pop out and show
sometimes you gotta pop out and show them. You feel me? So listen, I'm gonna tell you, this is something we can work on. That we'll talk about that. But the reason I say that is because why you think we have so many basketball players? They saw Mike
them.
Jordan. They saw
Yeah.
Irvin Magic Johnson. They saw Julius Irving, right? So they had something to look forward to. I wanted to
Yep.
go to college. First time I saw um what's the name of this
Different world.
word? I told you listen, it made me want to be fly, go to college, get my education, wanted to be something. I'm trying to tell you what's real, so I paid attention. Think about this here. At one time, all they had was James Evans in them.
Yeah.
This, and that
Yes,
was
sir.
to be comfortable in to know it's okay in that space where you are in life. Something just try
Mhm.
to get out on the masses palm on his underneath his thumb and make it in life. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Moving on up.
It had their version, right? And then we got George, a successful man, the cleaners, and he's too far from his own people. So when they can't relate to him being riches. You feel me? So he can't be with them too much. You feel me? So he got this honky friend, he cool, but
Yep.
he's married to, this black woman and she's awesome. They brought, I'm gonna give you a taste of that. He's successful. He's able to have him a mixed race relationship. He'll be all right. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're on the same page. Since I'm trying to tell you, this is just setting up something for that. See, you're gonna be beyond okay. It's just be the decompression. to be okay in those rooms when you get there.
Yeah. Thank you. I feel like alignment. My grandma, oh, I'm getting teary-eyed again. Okay, you about to make
You
me
are in a
laugh.
safe place, my friend.
My grandma always said,
Mm.
my great grandma said it, and my grandma says it. Everything is in divine order. I believe it wholeheartedly. You just never know how, when, or where, or who that order, how it's gonna fall. But it's still divine. It's still aligned, and it's still for you. Whenever I feel like this, I'm always about to be elevated. That's a fact.
That's why you decompress so you can be all right when you get there. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You hear me? That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I say what I see. And I'm a spiritual person. I can't run from it. Everything
We
I soulfully done. Everything is soulfully. It's everything is spiritually approached. Even when it's bad spirits, I gotta fight them off because I know who I am.
Yeah.
I'm a vessel.
I'm
I'm
a vessel.
in love with
I'm a
life.
change agent. I'm a light, right? That's it is what it is.
You,
Dog, let me tell you something. Yesterday, every Monday at Uptown Comedy Corner, I host an open mic, right? Comedians, I always have about 10 to 15 open mic comedians. I'm never without comedians. Thank you, God. People want to come in this room because I'm a generous queen. I say this all the time. I'm not a mean queen. Like I know who I am. I know what I possess, and I do nothing but uplift them. I set the room up for anybody to win. You can't say that the room wasn't set up for you to win. So if you go out there and you don't do your best, just know that it was set up for you to win. And if you come back again, you're going to ultimately win. But I said all that to say, last night, um, my DJ Ant Love played a song,
shout out DJ
and
in love.
shout out to DJ Ant Love. Shout out to DJ Ant Love. Of course, you know DJ Ant Love. Of course, DJ Ant Love knows and loves you or whatever. Well, he played a gospel song, Lord. Why can't I even think about it? But when I tell you the whole crowd sung and we sung and I said, God love you in spite of with the Hennessy in your hand. He in spite of the hook in your hand. He know you. He love your flaws. He love your goal setting. He love your family. I mean, it was so good. And when I say it was so good, it just was a praise break that we needed, and it flowed right back into the comedy. And it wasn't like no break. It belonged, right? And we get to set that tone. So I'm like, yeah, Kelly, can you hear that beeping?
I can't now, but all that's gonna make the interview dope.
Okay.
Somebody along.
Um,
You can't predict that type of stuff. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. We can make plans, but they say you want to make God laugh, tell him your plan.
tell them your plans. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. This was good. This is
Sure.
good. This is good. I'm over here like I feel full.
You deserve,
I
you deserve
feel
to
full.
feel happy. You deserve to feel honored. You deserve to feel joy. Like that's what I'm saying. Like we need it. We need
Mhm.
it. I tell my daughter, I said, man, it's 2024. It's different out here. You're gonna have to not just love yourself. I'm gonna need you to be in love with yourself. That's the
Mhm.
only way you're gonna attract it back.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Oh, I tell my daughter this too. I mean, I have a 12-year-old and a 15-year-old. I'm like, listen, what do you put out in the universe about you? That's what you attract,
Right.
right? If people I know it's unfortunate, but if people sense any form of weakness, insecurity, whatever, they're going to try to play on it. And this is nothing new. This is something I lived. I said, but you just have to know that you have a loving family, a supportive family, and that you more than enough. You're smart, you're beautiful, you're outgoing, you're athletic, you're charismatic. So speaking this life into our children, trust me, they not gonna fall far from it because God got to cover them. I say this all the time. God wouldn't do me like that, and everything attached to me wins. Like so,
Now,
God.
they need also room to find out who they are. That's be the hard part, just letting us let them bump their knees and bump their elbows. That'd be the hard part to let them learn their own version of something. We're fortunate enough to be able to be an extension for them and to be the nursery for them. You know what I'm saying? Like to be this safe space in the village. But like the blessing too is being there as they bump their heads and stuff and bump their knees to help them as they learn and process that so they could be prepared for those things in the future so they won't take it so personal. You know what I'm saying? I tell this is America. I don't need you to take nothing in personal. I want you to take it in paper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, don't take it personal. Like, and once we get those things, we'll know that in certain realms of spaces, oh, that person don't need to know me like that. They're not worthy of knowing me like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they don't get that access.
Nah,
Yeah.
they don't get that because they wouldn't know what to do with it, and I would oversaturate them with that of me because I have so much of it. You know what I mean? I don't
Hmm.
water, wine, or time. That's my three things. Like I don't waste things that's so nourishing and could save, you know, and that's I
Wait,
love
say it again. What's the three things you don't waste? What?
water, wine, or time.
Water, wine, or time. I know that's right. We ain't gonna waste none of that.
And,
Definitely don't waste my time, especially when I don't even know if I'm coming or going half the day. You mean to tell me about to play with my time?
yeah,
I'm busy.
yeah, real well. And I have to know how to. I'm still learning how to balance this myself. You
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you said that.
know,
I thought it got easier.
it's like it's like it's like walking in a mall with a bag of money, right? And just so happen your cousin or somebody you don't know walks up with you and you're in such a good space, you be like, you buy something too. And they go in the bag without your permission.
Mm.
And you turn around, what the hell is you doing? What I'm saying? Like, they just wasting, they don't, like here you wanted to give them one something. Maybe you go buy one thing, here they went in the bag, just wasting, you're gonna waste my time. Like it's just gonna yeah, you open there, give me that one, give me this one. You got that? You know what I'm saying? Nah, player. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got to give them in increments. I can only give
Yeah,
much in increments because you wouldn't know what to do with it, and I don't want to be mad with you or something you don't know the value.
bruh. Okay, I'm your little sister. I don't care what nobody say. I just know I'm your little sister,
Yeah,
and that's it. And tell your wife she got a new little sister.
it was
Tell my
meant
husband he got a big brother, and now that's it.
family.
I literally was just in Rochester, and it's so funny. We had somebody with us who was walking in front of me slow. I know this sounds crazy, but you can't walk in front of me slow if I'm moving at a faster pace. And
True.
that was just what it is. The rate that I'm going, you got to either be able to keep up or go ahead of me and tell me what's in front of me. Because if you're in front of me slowing me down, you are hindering me. And a lot of times people they think that they could go because they love you, they know you. That's not the requirements to
Yeah.
go. That's not the requirements to be able to dig in the bag. The people who can dig in the bag are the people who know how much to get out, right? The responsible people. They gonna get out. They don't get enough out so that they got some and you got some, and we ain't gotta go back in the bag because we trying to keep the bag tight, right? We just enough, right? And that's the thing. I also want to bring a light to this. On our journeys, people are going to make us believe that we need to do me. People, I had a discussion with a lady last night. We were talking about Rich Homie Quan and him being so young, and I remember one of the interviews we spoke on. They said that his family member gave him initially. This is what he said. His family member was the first person to give him like some type of substance to keep him up. And I was telling her, like, no, I don't think that's the same because I'm on the road. She's like, yeah, but you got a different lifestyle than Rich Homie Quan. Rich Homie Quan, they big arenas, you doing small shows. I said, yeah. But when people try to slow you down, throw daggers and all that, you got to know that for yourself. That's back to us telling our kids. You got to know for yourself, is this going to be healthy for me? Is this going to help or hinder me? Is this going to, if I do this, what's the domino effect for my children,
Right.
my mama, my
Right.
sister? This bigger than me.
Everybody don't get a chance to think outside of themselves. You know,
Okay.
I was just saying that I would get to this point and I'll be able to say the selfless Kelly. You know what I'm saying? So that just kind of took my exit of that, you know what I'm saying? Because I have to say it now, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody don't get a chance to be selfless. You heard me? And you saying real things. So for anybody watching this, okay, I got a partner. He always offer me psilocybin, which is AKA shrooms, mushrooms.
Okay. Okay. Yep.
I tell him, he telling me because I want you to get out your own way, and I appreciate that. I really really appreciate that. Somebody would think like you so dope, but you could be so much more better for
On
you
these shrooms, I believe it too. They say.
on getting you out your way. I want to
Yeah.
get you out your own way, right? And
Yeah.
I want that so much, right? But I'm so paranoid of thinking, what if I mentally never come back to my family or something?
Man, that's
Like,
what I'm saying.
so, like that's not like an acid trip, you feel me? Like LSD or something.
Right. A shroom is something simple, right? No, a
Right,
lot of people with ADHD on shrooms. Go
right.
ahead.
So we're gonna give you the viewers a laugh as adults laughing that thinking shrooms could have me never. So you can laugh, get it out your
Yeah.
system. 3 seconds.
That's how protective we are of our lives.
Bro, and we living selfless.
Yeah.
So that is to be transparent. I'm a little paranoid of not coming back on certain things. You know what I'm saying? What happened to daddy? Man, I don't know who that fool is.
Man,
No,
daddy over there floating. Daddy is on
that
the boat.
daddy over
Daddy is on
there,
the jet. Y'all better
he
catch
go
up.
by daddy think he's a shaman now. Daddy got a beard down his kneecaps. You know what I'm saying?
Man, daddy don't use deodorant no more.
Daddy don't
Daddy,
use deodorant. Daddy right here
he
talking about embrace my natural funk. You know what I'm saying?
that brother sit in the bed, crisscross applesauce. This man.
He live in the outhouse now. He's just
Oh God, yeah.
yeah,
He's one with nature.
he's one with nature. Yeah, that's crazy. We're not doing that.
We're not doing it. And that's what I was saying. So it's certain things. I'm like, you know what? People always laugh like Kelly, you don't drink or smoke before the shows. I'm like, no, I don't. I don't do anything. I don't do anything before the shows. I just want them just to get the raw me. This is me. And I mean, guess what? For people who do, like after the show, I'm gonna definitely eat an edible or something to have me something
Like
like woohoo,
decompress.
decompress. That's because I'm on 10. Ding, ding, ding,
Right,
ding,
right,
ding.
right.
You know
Hey,
what I'm saying? But I
smart.
need that for stage. I need that for stage. I don't want my person. I don't want to be on stage like
Look,
this.
that's
Now,
that's so smart. That's so smart.
yeah.
Um, I,
Everybody else already got that cadence.
man,
Everybody can't do my. This is my real cadence with nothing.
with nothing on it,
Keep
no
up with
ads
that.
on it, no ads
Yeah,
on it. Listen,
yeah. You can't make this up because it's really me.
I
You
remember
can't teach that. Ain't nothing.
I remember being in the Midwest somewhere on concerts. Man, I'm smoking buku blunts before a show. I'm talking about blunt man. I'm buku blunts. And I used to be so mad with myself because once I get on stage, get to trying to perform, my mouth be like I ate buku peanut butter. I'm trying
Like
to
rah.
hard serious ass lyrics. I'm somebody
I
get
am mouth
cotton mouth. No, cotton mouth with the F on
with
that
an
bit.
F.
F on that bit. You hear me? So
Yeah.
I feel it. I feel that. You hear me? I feel that. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Um, what was it? I could tell, I don't know when you have time. I could tell we may have to do a part two, part three. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Okay.
The transitions are gonna be boom, 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 boom. But I want to say, like, just know that the Kevin Harts, the Dave Chappelle's, the Wanda Sykes, you know, the Ben Stillers, the Will Ferrells, just know that these people all go through exactly what you're going through.
Hmm.
I went through. Just know that. Right. So I look forward, you know what I'm saying, to where you're going. I totally, totally, totally look forward. I can't wait for
Me
the
neither.
catch up. You know what I'm saying? And regardless, I know you're that type of person, as long as you're super, super, super straight, like who cares? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a good space to be in too. Right? But I won't keep you no longer, but I do have to know one question before, if you don't mind.
At
Um,
all.
who inspired you? As a young person, to when you was like, oh my God, that was the funniest like what made you say, oh my God, gut wrenching, this was the person that made you say, bro, I gotta watch that again.
You know what? It's so funny because you never, and out of all my interviews, I never had nobody say you got to watch that again because instantly that just changed the who inspired me thing. I always like to say that I was inspired by my family, right? On a level of just being free and open to myself. But it was Monique. She did a show called "It Could Have Been Me" when she went to the jail and performed at the jails, and she did comedy at a jail, and I think it was called something like "It Could Have Been Me" or something like that. And I was probably watching Comic View and Def Jam and all that before, but seeing Monique on that special and just the people and her laughing and doing jokes and stuff, I was just like in awe. I think me and my mama watched that like 4 or 5 times. You know what I mean? And it was just so good. I don't necessarily think that I knew then, like, oh my God, I was going to be a comedian, but I was inspired. I was in awe of her. Like, she is funny, she's real. And that was a thing. So, that was the thing that I watched over and over. My
Okay.
husband, he always said, like, dude, you don't remember watching Def Jam? I'm like, I was a Girl Scout. Like, I just wasn't the. I watched like Power Rangers and stuff. I don't remember watching Def Jam. He said they used to stay up late and watch Def Jam and all that. I'm sure I've seen episodes, but I wasn't the stay up late watching Def Jam girl. I
Right.
love Def Jam for what it did for the culture, but that watching that Monique situation was good. That was like my first time watching a stand-up comedy
Okay.
special that I can relate to, that I felt like had an impact, and that was that. And yeah, the rest is history.
So, man, let me just acknowledge the sister Monique, because I felt then she was super funny as well, and I love seeing the personality of her on stage, and I appreciated that TV too when she was on for those laughs, you know. So let me shout out to her because such a great comedian as her, the world has to get ready for Kelly Kellz. Like, you know, the world has to get ready. You feel me?
Have to.
I
No,
look
have to.
I look forward to it, man. This is awesome.
It's that season.
It's that season, you feel me? Like, man,
And
like,
I'm already to, bruh, I'm already to package. Y'all come get it. It's already bagged up. It's
hey, man,
already
look, man,
ready.
we'd have been up all night bagging this shit. Y'all better
We
come
done been
on.
up all night bagging this shit up. What are y'all talking about? We're good. It's good. It's
Ah,
money on return coming back after back. All you got to do is it's just the placement, and that's all it is. My team, we say it all the time. It's just the placement, because I'm lacking nothing but the different placements. And all I'm doing is just going to different placements. I'm lacking nothing. I'm lacking nothing. Thank you, God, and it's because of God. He's prepared me, put me there, put me there. I belong there. That's all it is. Positioning, and you'll be surprised. That's why that whole saying, and I know you know this as an entertainer, we're gonna give our all if it's 2 or 2,000.
facts.
I'm not cheating those two people. I'm definitely gonna go crazy on the 2,000. But yeah, it's that season. So
This. You're gonna get this. I say to myself, man, we're gonna name it and claim it for you. You know
in
what
the
I mean?
name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus. I think that, you know, nothing's better when more people are praying for you. You feel me? And I feel like a woman prayers are extremely strong. You feel me? Like I think that's been the success, the main definition of success for myself because I've always had praying women having hands on me. You feel me? And putting prayers up. You dig? Um, I'll schedule in the near future. Um,
Okay.
um, you know, sometimes of what's going on, to tap in back in with you. And I want to let you know also, I'm also pay attention to your dates of shows, movies, and things coming up, and we'll start sharing them because I feel outside of just this interview that the world need to tap in. So on my part, I'll share whatever you got going on. You will just send it to me. You feel me?
Yeah. Oh no, for sure. That's
Yeah,
the collab. That's the network. That's all we need. That's it.
no
And
doubt.
that's another W. Another W.
Big W. It's about, you know, putting that sharing the energy because once it works like this. Um, you know, good energy creates matter, and then you can create something that matters.
Bro, when I say okay, I knew that you was fire, but I keep forgetting you. You cold with the wordplay.
It's just an expression of the internal of that it's okay, and be charged with that because you did it since you was a little girl. See, that's what I was saying. Like, who the hell you thought you was as a kid to feel like to stay doing something that you enjoyed the reaction of spreading laughter.
Yeah.
So I just think like if it's like a business, like if you create great energy, it creates matter. Energy creates matter. Then we create something that matters. So that's why I mean, like I have through all the hustle and bustle trying to get the money. If you got the audacity to plant a little seed on something, you're going to get the complete fruition of it, such as your family, such as your career. You know, you took your time to manicure that, to water that, to feed that, to pour love in that, to talk into those flowers. You know, it's for them to grow properly. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what the internal is. Like, you feel me? You're doing that, so I could tell. And I think it keeps you mentally sane when you get to wherever that somewhere is. But also, by all means, also still appreciate it. I'm not appreciate. I can't tell you that. Enjoy your now too.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Enjoy it. I'm enjoying it.
Enjoy the now too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm enjoying the now. I'm enjoying the now. I am. I am. I'm telling you, I'm enjoying the now. I used to beat myself up about the now. Like, I should be doing more. I can't believe I'm laying around. I'm like, nah, man, your body needs to rest. You need to chill. It's okay. I'm enjoying it now. I'm telling you, thank you, God, for the decompression. Thank you, God, for obviously removing me from depression and removing me from anxiety and removing me from the fears that try to keep me stagnant. And even when they do come and try to creep back in, you so intentional with the now. Like, can't nothing, we can't go back and change nothing that already happened. People always ask, what if you would have, if you could have? I don't know. It didn't happen. I don't even know.
Yes,
But what I can focus on what I'm about to do and how I got the effect on that. So yeah, we could, you know what's crazy? We could sit on this phone, on this Zoom, all that. I feel like it's a FaceTime. That's how dope it is. You get what I'm saying?
we constantly developing and building, and I hear some things, and I feel like instead of created a space to when you could direct the type of message you want to get out there, so I don't have to depend on somebody beating what looked like me up on giving their version of a message. I could talk about and judge that so much, but if I don't do nothing about it, I'm just talking fly, saying nothing. So
Yeah.
the fire was like, you know what I'm saying, share a platform for what it's worth. And if there are, you know, the spaces kind of like we could connect to a point, I'm gonna give my observation and let a person know what I see, you know what I mean, and that it's okay. You know what I mean? Like it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to be successful. It's okay to not make all the little league games. It's okay to book the other date. It's okay not to do the shows all for the same price. It's okay to not take all the jobs. It's okay to let that job set up the next job. It's okay if I forgot you'll cook your favorite meal. It don't mean I love you no less.
Yeah.
You know, my head and not my heart. You know what I'm saying? We need all this to get to a point to be comfortable in where we're going, to be safe with each other, to accomplish it and go further.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's true.
this happened for me to learn from it, not for it to be the end of it all. And if it is
Right.
a message to me, know, okay, well, it served its purpose, and now it's time to move forward to the next something.
Bye.
You know, that's how people
Bye. Thanks. One less thing I got to worry about. You dismissed yourself because I was good. Bye.
hey, man, we ain't wasting no
Hey.
water. We ain't wasting no time and no wine.
We ain't wasting no one.
No water, no time, and no wine. That's what
I
it is.
want to. I definitely would love to. I know you picking. I mean, you giving me the floor and who got that fire is fire. But I also have a podcast called Through Thick and Thin, the podcast, and I would love to have you on it. It
Yeah.
is an in-person interview. However, I'm sure we could set something up with my producers.
Oh, I could get out to where y'all at ahead of
I
time.
would love for you to get out to ATL where we at. We can figure that out. That'll be my heart's desire. Then we'll make an evening of it. Bring a wife down. Me and my husband. We'll take you all out on the town or whatever we want to do. Just have some good times.
So I'm about it as peace, and
Yeah.
it's all good. We set up something, put it on the calendar, and pull up on y'all, no doubt.
That's it. That's exactly what's happening. So I know that you need we need to be locked in. Now the world knows I'm your little sister. I'm definitely telling everybody.
Bro,
Um,
I'm Kelly Kellz, little sis, young Fiend for the Money International Jones, her big bro. You heard me?
yeah.
So when
That's
you think
it.
of her big bros, put me in there as this one. In
Yeah.
me. You dig? You dig? Yeah, you dig. So man, hey, I want you to, if you can, share with the world, your social handles, websites, point of contact, so they could tap in. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they missed the Snapchat, maybe they missed the Twitter. We can remind them today.
Okay. So stay locked in with me on all social media platforms. Each platform has a different version of me in the sense they all are me, but I just definitely try to appease to different audience. So on TikTok, you definitely get a lot of my airplane videos. On Instagram, I'm focusing more on my podcast, my lipstick line, and the stand-up comedy. On Facebook is more of the sketches, things that I do. And obviously my YouTube now more of the podcast. We just trying to make sure that we taking care of business. And if you want to stay locked in on business, it's Kelly Kellz, KELLY, KELLZ _22 on most of the platforms, or just maybe Kelly Kellz 22 without the underscore. KellyKellz.com. You can find all things Kelly Kellz, from the lipstick, from I'm Really Her merch, to my upcoming dates, to just what my bio, what I got going on. I can do anything, right? And nothing's too big or too small. I don't ever downplay people or things and situations. I'm always, if it's a good fit for me, I would like to be there. So make sure y'all just stay locked in. You never know where I'm going to be at.
Man, tap in, like tap dance shoes on, but tap in. You know, Kelly Kellz and put it down. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your energy. I appreciate your inspiration, your courage. You know what I'm saying? Your courage. You hear me? For you being who you are. I'm so happy to meet you all that time to get to this point to meet who this person is right here. I'm so happy to meet you. You know what I'm saying?
So
And
much.
look forward to coming doing your show and look forward to supporting not only your comedies, your movies, and you taking over the world. You heard me?
Yeah.
You feel me?
All right. I appreciate you.
I ain't too appreciate you. You have a awesome day. You heard me? Y'all have a great day. You know what I'm saying? Send my love to the family. And we
Happy anniversary. I
thank
know
you.
you can have a good day. You probably gonna have the best day. Hell.
Yeah. Yeah. And my Gucci man was, yeah.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
a good ass day.
All right. See you later, babe.
Have a great one. Talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.